There are a whopping 48 collectibles in the Fields region here, and we're going to start off near the entrance. There's 2 nearby houses and also this owl statue puzzle. And we're going to first here do the owl statue puzzle. There's 1 piece near each of the 2 houses and another one just slightly up the road if you go up. And it's in a little piece of farmland. And then there's a house to the right of the entrance to where you came in. And that's where we're going to use our newly acquired bomb ability to blow open a pathway into the house. You're going to need to complete this cursed chest encounter. Once you've done that, you will also acquire the rot. Now, if I go outside this house and then circle around it into the back corner, we're going to find a pretty well hidden chest. It's also the location of where one of the owl statues were. I'm just going to jump over these rocks, and the chest is right around the corner here. Pretty well hidden. So now I'm going to make my way to the other house near the entrance here, and there's going to be a water plant. We're going to use our rots to take control of it. Take our little water monster down to a little piece of farmland just below us. We're going to actually use this thing twice, as a matter of fact. All right, so the first rot is going to be just right inside this garden, right down here, right down below. Get out of the way. Okay, with that revealed, we can now hit L1, use our pulse, and out will come the rot. Go ahead and collect that. So I'm going to grab another water monster from that water plant. And we are going to just go down the road just a little bit. I'm going to head the same way over this farmland. There's a road, and we're just going to go straight. When the road, at the crossroads, we're just going to go through the grass here. You're going to see a flower shrine that is covered in corruption. So we're going to use our rots here to remove that corruption. Okay, so we're going to find the second cursed chest of this level. And this is going to be just slightly in a different region from where we were. Just around the corner, you're going to see this house. Finding the cursed chest is easy. It's going to be pretty easily visible from many different locations, no matter which way you come in. So go ahead, complete that encounter, and then you will get the cowboy hat as a reward. Now, the house I'm closest to, what I'm going to do is now go around to the back side of it. On the back side of it, if you look up, there's a flower that you can shoot an arrow into and a flower grapple into this house. What we're looking for is some water, because we're going to take the water to the plant outside. We got to water it. First, we need to use our rots to move this barrier in front of the door, and then ask them to carry water here to the plant. And they're awfully slow, so I'm just going to cut right to it. That's where you want to place it. Once it's fully grown, use your rot, control it, and then we're going to go over to yet another flower shrine. There's the second of 7 in the fields. Now, if you turn just to your right from this location, you will see a hat shop. Go visit the hat shop, and you will then have access to the sun hat. You also see a building right in front of us. We will be going into there next. All right, so that's the sun hat. We're going to go into the closest building nearby. There's that flower. There's the hat shop. Then we're going to go inside here. We're going to use the flower grapple. And underneath these dishes just ahead, we're going to have to use our rot to lift them up and then collect the rot sitting underneath it. Okay, so in that same general area, we are now going to go across the stone bridge. You're going to see a broken wooden bridge in front of us, but we're going to go off to the right. You're going to see some rocks that we can then bomb open. Or arrow bomb. Another little guy waiting in there for us. Watch out, it's a booby trap. If I'd known that, I would have told you sooner. So we're going to go ahead and collect this, and then I'm going to go to another house. It's kind of there's 2 houses to our left, but there's one kind of big one off to the right, and then we're going to go there first. And I know you'll end this level in this house. You'll come through here, but you know what? We're not that far away. I'm just going to come in here and grab the ox hat. And then go to the other houses that were the opposite direction from the way I came. Now you're going to see a 3-story house over here. And we are going to have to get to the top of that in order to get the 5th rot. Some pretty easy platforming here. And there it is, right on top. Now, if I just turn to my left a little bit, I will see another house. Inside that house is going to be a water plant. So we're going to use that water plant and go and water the garden. Inside that garden is going to be a pumpkin. And that pumpkin is going to be a rot and a hat. So we're going to go ahead and collect 2. There's another 2 for. All right, so let's take our rot over here. Somewhere in here is going to be the pumpkin. There it is. I'm standing right next to it. I had to open all this up. Give the rot something to eat. They love that. All right, so there's the pumpkin. Make sure you hit L1, do the pulse. You will acquire the rot and the 6th hat of the level. The pumpkin hat, of course. All right, so nearby, we're going to take that same water plant. We're going to use it, and we're actually going to go and do some traveling. We're going to find another flower shrine. We just have to go behind the house we were in previously, the 3-story house. There we go. Now, out in the distance, you may see an archway. We're actually going to go right past that next. So there's the archway. We're just going to go over past it, and you'll see another boulder over here in the corner. We're just going to bomb that open, and we'll find our 7th rot. All right, because now heading back kind of the center of this area, you're going to see a bridge. It's there's a stone bridge, there's a broken wooden bridge. This is a fully intact wooden bridge. Underneath it is a chest. Open it up for the 8th rot. I apologize, my capture card didn't actually capture me opening it. So not too far from there, you're going to see a house. There's going to be a kind of a platforming puzzle here that we're going to have to complete using 2 different sets of boulders that we're going to have to blow open with our bomb. Here's the first set. Blow that and then jump on the first one. Turn the next one by shooting that. And then you're going to use the bomb again. Blow up the next set of rocks. You're going to have to turn those as well. When you turn it, it's going to reveal a flower grapple. Use the flower grapple and you can get inside the top of this house. Or what was left of the house. All right, so not too far from our current location, we're going to find another plant we can water and then use our rots. And then we're just going to go off a little kind of the side here, and there's going to be a flower shrine. Just drop down right here and clear the corruption and then go ahead and interact with the shrine. All right, so just a little bit to the right of there is going to be another flower that we're going to use. We're going to actually use this area twice. The first one what we're going to do is just shoot the rocks with the bomb. We don't need the water. We're going to shoot the rocks with the bomb, jump on the first one, and then we're going to actually have to use the flower grapple to get into a house out in the distance. Inside of this house will be the 10th rot. Once you get this, go back to that previous location where we just were, and we're going to actually do something that's part of the story path. It's story related, but at the very top of this tower up ahead is going to be a rot. It's going to be another archery shooting challenge. Except this time we're going to use the bomb on the other set of rocks in the same spot, though. You're going to have to use the flower again. Not once, but twice. So at the top here, you're going to clear the corruption, which is part of the story. And once you've cleared the corruption, you're going to see another purple painting on in the circle on the ground on the platform here. Interact with that, and you'll have the shooting challenge. Shoot the targets. If you complete the challenge, you will then get the rot. And I kind of cut it to make it a little quicker here for us. All right, so now we're going to go towards the tower, just past the tower. on the left side of it, in the back corner. And we're going to use the boulders there to do some platforming. Now this part is story related. So you're going to have to bomb it, turn that, use the flower grapple. But what's not story related are these boulders over here. And there's revealing a hidden little area where we're going to find rot number 12. Using those same boulders that we used just to get up here, we're going to actually use them to go to a different hidden area that is not taken the story path route. So once you collect this, we're going to do the other, we're going to do it again. You can do it from the ground. I'm up higher. But you can do it from the ground just the same. Except this time, we don't need to turn that long platform there. In fact, we don't even need to use the flower there. Unless you're starting on the ground, of course. So make your way over to the top of this. Inside of here is going to be our 7th hat. It's called Autumn. That's not the hat. That's just money. But there's the chest with the hat inside of it. Okay, so we're going to find a meditation point up the tower. Make your way up there. And then you're going to get to a plateau area. Big circle on the ground. Eventually stairs are going to drop. But just past that is going to be a meditation point. Remember, meditation is going to permanently increase your health. Okay, so complete the little puzzle in that previous area. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. And then stairs are going to drop down. You're going to drop down. You're going to clear an encounter as soon as you get down in the first room. And after you've done that, in this room, in one of the corners is going to be some purple lettering. Just go find it and then hit L1 while you're standing next to it. I didn't tell you what language the letters were going to be in. So there you go. So now we're going to go to the next area connected to that. We're going to drop down here. And here's a fun little puzzle. There's a gap and there's a water plant. So what we're going to do is use the bomb all the way down there. And now, of course, you have to be quick. That's kind of timed. I mean, you have plenty of time, but eventually that's going to go back and reset. So activate the rot plant and then come all the way back to the right and up the stairs, and it's going to reveal the flower shrine. Again, I don't think you actually have to interact with the shrine. I think you just have to clear the corruption for it to count. My trophy popped before I interacted with the last one, so I'm just assuming you don't actually have to interact with it, but it is giving you money, so do it. All right, so you're going to come out of there, and you're going to be over here, and you're going to make your way to a lift that's going to take you back up top. We're at the bottom of the tower area still, but just past the lift to the right is going to be a rot. We're going to have to use our rots here to lift this log up to collect it. Now, once you get all the way up to the top with that lift, we're going to find a collectible nearby. It's hat number 8, which for some reason I did not label. So we'll find out together what it is. All right, it's going to be in this chest. It's the sunflower, of course. All right, so rot number 15. You can see we are now in the barn area. This is the beginning of the barn area. And you need to rotate this little platform around. Now, you're supposed to go off to the left if you want to complete the story. But if you want the rot, you're going to just keep circling around and go inside this building over here. And once you've done this, then go and follow the proper route. And eventually at the end of the barn area, you're going to get to this kind of open area. You're going to see some farmland as well. There's a set of boulders here. You can use your bomb to get up high and get up into the rafter area. Oh, that was embarrassing. And then we're just going to have to circle around to eventually get to the rot. It's going to be one of those little puddles you have to interact with on the ground. All right, so I'm going to drop back to that previous area that we just jumped up from, where the farm is at. And we're going to use the water plant to water farm? No, of course not. Instead, what you want to do is go back outside, and there's going to be a flower shrine just to the right of the fast travel point, which is just to the left there. So we're going to move it over to the right, and that's where the shrine is at. So clear that corruption. And if you'd like to go grow some more fruit for your rots in the farm, feel free. But we are done there. So we are now just outside the barn area here. This is a story related part. I'm not going to talk anything about it, but just know you will get 3 rots at that point. So we are now moving into another area that you couldn't previously access. So we're just going to follow the path, and instead of turning off to the right, if you just go straight, you'll find this another shooting gallery thing. So once you complete that, you will get the rot. And we're now going to continue following this same path. We're in a cave, then we're now outside, and well, now we're going to be in one again. As soon as you get in the cave, just take the first room here on the left. Use the rots to lift up this big heavy log, this beam. Underneath it, collect the rot. Then you're going to be doing a bunch of platforming stuff, more stuff with bombs. You're going to come up here. And you're going to see another one of those golden masks icons here in just a moment. If I look to the right, which is a story path, don't go there yet. Instead, we're going to go over here to the left and get this rot. Now, I understand there's a quicker way to get to here, but using that golden mask is just a good point. Just it's harder to miss it if you follow that. All right, so you got 3 more rots that are story related. You'll get the hammer as well. Again, story related. I'm not going to talk much about it. So now we are heading kind of towards the end of this level section. So you got this building here. You got a flower. We're going to come back out, break the corruption guarding the shrine. And we got a few more things we're going to do here, and something deep, deep underground. But the next few are definitely going to be here. So inside the house, we're going to look up and find a grapple flower, which will take you to a chest containing the halo. And there's a nearby meditation point. It's actually inside this building, but you can't access it from inside the building. What we need to do is go outside, so it's just to our right there. So we're going to loop around. And then we have to do some climbing because we have to jump in through the roof. Now, I just want to let you know, when you collect this one, don't take the lift back down just yet, because we are going to take a little detour to a very far away place. That's a second meditation point. Then, instead of going down the lift, go the opposite way and follow it. Just follow this path. You're going to be going down. We're going to be going down quite a bit more. Deep into a cavern here. So here's a little interesting puzzle. So in order to solve this, what you need to do is use your bomb on that rock there. Blow it open. It's going to create a walkway. Now use your rot in the water plant. Come over to this button. Now you got to slam with R2. Which I did not do properly. Try that again. Just get on top of it and then R2. Bam, there you go. And that's going to make the water raise up. It's going to allow us to swim to where the spirit mail is going to be located. The spirit mails are by far the most well-hidden collectibles in the game. So there's the map again. Now the spirit mail is going to be actually outside to the left. I'm just going to go check out this little area over here because I know I'm not coming back here anytime soon, so I wanted to see what it is. You may want to know what it is as well, and I'm going to tell you. Not a whole lot, just some money. So now get back into the water, and now we're just going to actually follow the path. Follow this around to the right, and you'll run right into the spirit mail. Okay, and the last 2 things are kind of story related, well, at least the next one, and that's going to be the mask. This mask is Adira's mask. You'll get it. There's a cutscene, and then when the cutscene's over, you'll notice you're nearly standing on top of a meditation point. So you got the mask, but don't forget to meditate. So there's the location where we're at, and that's going to do it for the fields.